Hi friends, it's Nancy, and today we're going to work on some ATCs, artist trading cards. I still have to do November and December, so I wanted to play with them and do them today with you. I want to show you a really cool digital that I got. Look at these vintage photos, and they all have Santa hats on them, and some are red and some are just plain. Like this little girl, her little red bells on her hat are red. Some are red, but these photos are awesome. And this sheet, this is the sheet you get, and it is from, it's called Santa Hat Holiday Portraits from Vibe of Vintage Shop. They have really awesome digital kits and things. And when I saw this, I had to have it and play with it because it's a different take on Tim Holtz people, right? And I love retro, and they're all like from the 50s and 60s to me, the pictures look like. So I love that. So you need to get this and play with it. So we're going to play with this today and make our November and December artist trading cards. So my first idea, I have all my stuff here, and I'm going to play with Grandma and Grandpa, and they are so cute, right? So I'm gonna do artist trading cards with Grandma and Grandpa. I have some vintage, well, it's not vintage, but I have some small lace. I have some old, these are vintage trading stamps. I have some vintage, really small, thin rickrack to play with. I'm just going to put it out here for now. These are little gingerbread, just little dimensional gingerbreads. I think I got these at Hobby Lobby. I'm sure they still have them. And then here's my trusty little candy canes here. And then I have, these are, oh, and I have some of the cookbook, the cookie book, the Christmas cookbook that I rip up and usually use. So I've got some of that. And this here is from the branding strips from, when you get the branding strips. This is a Cardabella kit. It's pretty, it's been around. I don't even know if it's available anymore. It's called A Very Merry Christmas, but if you ever look, and I'm sure you did, you get a skinny strip of paper, and then sometimes the little name of the kid is so cute, like that one. So I cut a bunch of those out. I don't want to waste anything. And then these are scraps of Amy's, one of Amy's kits, and I will link the pictures below and Amy's kit below because now I'm drawing a blank from what this kit is called. But it was from last year, but I'll look it up and I'll name it below. So I have these scraps here, and so let's get started. I hope you're all doing well. I wanted to play with these for a while, so I have my little artist trading cards. Like I always tell you, I buy the manila folders from the Dollar Tree. They're thick, but not as thick as like a office supply store, but I love it to make tags with because by the time you add paper and all, they are perfect. And then this stamp that I use here, I'm looking to see where I put it here. I always let you know that is from Red Lead Paperworks, and I'm looking for it, but I can't find it right now on my desk here. This is a stamp that I bought. I think I put it away already. So this is really cool because you could circle the month, the date, the year, and you can put any special notes down here. And this is made for an ATC. An artist trading card is 2.5 by 3.5. So, and you could do it horizontal, portrait or landscape. Okay, so let's get started here. So we'll work on one for now, and so what I was doing with Amy's papers here, I thought I'll just rip them and make like 3 layers here. So I'm going to get my glue stick out. I love these photos. I'm in love with these photos. So let's just start figuring out some, I was ripping some of these already, but I kind of like, I think I'm just going to let the white show. Oh, wait, I'm ripping it. We're used to ripping it the right way, right? I'm going to use like a thicker, I'm just going to rip this here, but I want the white to show because I think it's more interesting. Let's see if I can do that. Why not, right? Of course, if you don't like the white showing, then you don't have to do it. So if you've got scraps, it's going to work. So see, like the bottom, and you can go past the edge too. We're going to trim those up. So I can do, say, this one. So I'll just rip this off for now. Say if I want to do that, don't glue it down yet. And then I want to use maybe like some of this to break it up. Oh, here, I had some with music on. I kind of like that music on there. Let's see if I can use that. So I don't know if this piece is big enough here. Not quite. Okay, so let's just, I'm going to rip this. That one's got a white edge, so I'm just going to do this here. And then, so if I put something like that in the middle, put this on the edge like that for color, put that there, and then another green on top, or red. What else do we have here? Here's the stripe. I could use some stripe here for a brand new sheet. Let me do that. Now, this part doesn't have to be, we just got to make it, this can go under here, see? Am I in frame? Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so let's just start doing, so you're going to glue from the top down, because you'll make the mistake once and then, you know, you won't do it again, because I've already done it. These artist trading cards are so much fun. I would highly suggest you try some for yourself. They are just cute little fun pieces to work on. When you feel like doing something, but you don't want to make, get involved in a big project, I love doing these. I love to make them for friends. So these are fun also to, send to your friends. You can do a trade. I've been doing a trade with a couple of my friends. So there's that one. And then I want the white. I'm going to rip that. And it doesn't matter because we're going to cut that off anyway, so I'm not worried. You just want to rip enough strips to cover your surface. And because this is small, I felt 3 was good. So I'm going to do that, like that. So I hope you're all doing well. Oh, tomorrow's Halloween already. A month of October has gone by, hasn't it? It really has. So what am I doing on Halloween? Well, I'll tell you. I am going to work on my October daily, and I do that because I like to keep memories of what my family and I have done for fall, and some of my crafting and my decorations. So I always like to do that, and a few pictures of the Halloween party and stuff. So I just document fall for and I have done that every year probably for the last almost 10 years now, and it's just a joy to look back on the books and things that I've made, to see how all the kids have grown, the kids and grandkids have grown and things like that. So, okay, I'm getting my vintage photo out, and I'm just reaching over to get it here. I'm going to go around the edges. once that I tidied up the edges now. So I'm just going to do that. Okay. All right, so there's that. Now, I'm going to work with Grandpa here. So I'm going to take Grandpa, and I think I want to put him like that. Okay. And I think I'm going to take some of these stamps. I have gotten these, I don't even know. I don't know where I got those from. Either I got them from a vintage shop or in the mail or something like that. I'm not really sure. So I thought this would be fun to put across here, and that fits real nice, like that. And then I want to take one of these branding strips. I'm going to ink that up. I kind of pre-laid things out a little bit to see what I thought would work, but I'm just making sure that it is going to work here. So I thought this would be kind of fun here, like that. You can see the word trading stamp. And then I wanted to put a little bit of the trim. All right, let's just start gluing this down. So let me get Grandpa down here. Where is, I'm still, let's see, I did it wrong on the other side. So I just throw the paper back in the printer and print on the other side, because paper, I printed these pictures on matte photo paper, and they really look like, to me, it looks very good, like a real photo. It has that crispness to it. So anything that looks like a photo, I usually try to do it, copy it on matte photo papers to really look like a photo. That's just my preference. I'm going to put this here, pop Grandpa here. Okay. And then I'm going to take my stamps and glue them on. So you could use, these would be good for the Tim Holtz Christmas ephemera too. Let's put these on here like that. Okay, I like that. And then I want to get this on. I thought this would be cute here. Like that, maybe. Okay, I think it's going to work. Real simple. But use what you have laying around. That's what you got to do. I'll just kind of put it there like that, kind of straight. Okay, like that. And I thought, oh, a little piece of this rickrack would be really cute. Just a little piece. I think I do like that. I'll cut it about there. I'm going to put that on. I know I should use my fabric tack. I don't know. It's towards the end of the bottle here, so I don't know if I'm going to get a nice piece off it. I'm trying to, you know, it's at the end, but you want to use up as much as you can, because let me measure how much of this we need, because, you know, it's not cheap, so I want to squeeze out as much as I can here. If it's going to let me. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. Okay, so far so good. So let me get that on there. That will help it stick better. Okay. And then I'm going to take one of these with the green bow. And I'm going to try to put some fabric tack here on the back of this, because these aren't very sticky. These are kind of old. So I'll put some fabric tack there. And I want to put it I think I'm going to put it like right here. Right there. Oh, that's so cute. Grandpa looks so festive, doesn't he? Oh, he looks so cute. Oh, I like that. Okay, now let's do Grandma. So cute. And it's kind of have a little dimension going on there, right? All right, let's do Grandma now. Okay, Grandma, that's going to be good. Let's do, let's get some of the stripe down on her here. That's too big, so we're going to rip it. Okay. You know, it would be fun, too, to make a big board, master board of this. I'm going to tear it just a smidge here. Get more white on there. Okay, I like that. So let's just rip that off there. And then I want to use some of this, like that. Okay, we can use that. That's good. And then I just need some for the top. Just kind of making sure I have enough. Okay, and then I need this one here. That's too small, but that would have been good. Okay, I think I'm going to have to rip a piece here. Let's add some of the round. Actually, I don't have to rip it. I can cut it, because this will be top. So let's get a piece here, top, like that. Does that look good? Or do I want more of the green here? Maybe I'll do this. Okay, so let's just start. This is so cute. I love it. Okay, let's start gluing for Grandma here. I like that sheet because it has like kids, it has parents, and it has grandparents. So it's got a little bit of everything, and I love that too about it. Okay, let's get that on here. Ah, sticky. All right, so, oh, did I say I would have, I didn't think I told you what I was going to actually do tomorrow on Halloween. So, I don't have any appointments or anything going on, so that's good. So what I plan on doing is, working on my October daily while having some kind of Halloween movies on. And then I'm going to make a dinner for my husband and I. I'm going to make some steaks and risotto. And then probably watch, oh, well, if I get any trick-or-treaters, I will hand out some candy. I think I want this higher. I will hand out candy if we get any trick-or-treaters, so not sure. Let's see if that's better. Yep, okay, that works. And then, yeah, that's about it, really. Nothing too exciting. My grandkids will be going trick-or-treating with their mom, the younger ones, the littler ones. And then the teenager, one's in college and the teenager doesn't go. That's not cool, you know that. So, that's about it. Nothing too fancy. I just want to spend the day in working on my October daily, either listening to Halloween music or having something on my little TV in my room here. Okay, we got to ink this up. I just think it's fun to do the white torn edge. I don't know, something different, right? Just something different. So there's that. Okay, so now Grandma, since Grandpa's facing this way, I'm going to put Grandma this way, like kind of the same. All right, so let's get her on. Yeah, I mean, I live in a subdivision where it's not a 55 and older community, but it seems to be kind of that way. We don't have a lot of children. We have young family, you know, like younger couples and all, but lately it seems like we have had families with small children move in. So I'm hopeful that maybe we will get some trick-or-treaters tomorrow night. Or maybe some of the people have their grandkids come. Okay, so now Grandma. Grandma bakes cookies. That's what I was thinking when I found my gingerbreads. So hence why I took out a page of that cookbook, that baking book. And I thought, I'm going to ink this up. I thought this would be good to put some of this by Grandma. And I want to put that there. And then she gets a little lace. Grandma and lace, right? So I thought, Grandpa got a little rickrack there and some trading stamps. Grandma's going to get, like, some lace. And a gingerbread cookie, because that's what she makes for everybody. All right, so let's get this on. These are going to be so cute. And if you find a design and you know that you like, then you can make these, a whole bunch of these, and for your friends to trade or whatever. Okay, Grandma's going to get lace across here. How cute is that? I am going to try to get this on with this. These are super, super cute. Let's see if I can. I'm just measuring out about how much of this glue do I need out here. So I'm going to just try to put some here, a thin coating of that. Okay. Let's get that on. I never know the right side or wrong side, but I don't think it matters on a piece like this. Okay, so gently put that down. All right, Grandma, and then you get a gingerbread cookie. Now, these have a little stickiness on the back, but they're old, so I'm adding some of my fabric tack on here. And I know they'll stay on with that. Okay. Oops. Oh, good thing it didn't land on Grandma. Grandma. Oh, I couldn't say Grandma got run over by a reindeer, could I? No, because it's a gingerbread. All right, Grandma. All right, sorry. Bad joke. All right, so Grandma has some of a recipe and lace and a gingerbread cookie. Oh, I love them so much. They're so cute. Move some of this out of the way here. And it doesn't matter November, December. It doesn't matter because they're all going to be Christmassy oriented. We did Grandma and Grandpa, and we're going to do some kids now. So I love them. They're so sweet. I miss my grandparents. Anyway, okay, so now, all right, so I have some ready. I have two of the children. Right here, I have a boy and a girl. I have some of my retro scrapbook paper here in pieces that I'm going to work with. I have Tim Holtz confections. I brought out, these are Dollar Tree stickers. I don't even know if they have them anymore. It seems like every year they have these foam glitter stickers. I don't know. And then I did grab some of these like the gingerbread, but these are wreaths. I don't know if I'm going to use them. I think I might use those in these, but let's just start playing. So I'm just using some of my scrapbook paper I'm trying to use up my scraps. So I'm going to see about, let's do the boy. Sorry. Let's get this on. See, it's got some retro ads to it. I use some of this on the mistletoe shops, and I have very little scraps left. So I am going to start gluing these down. And this paper is a little thicker, so I'm going to try to use up my fabric tack here and get it on there. I think I pre-cut this already, just to save some time. Okay, so I'm going to get that on here, and then I got to remember to ink it. Okay, now this should go on top, hopefully, and I'll have to trim it. Okay, so let's get this on. Oh, the scraps we have, right? I think I'm going to try to go through my bins. I have all my Christmas craft bins up, brought the last one up. Oh, I have to cut some of that, I forgot. And I'm going to let this dry for a second. I forgot. Let me see if I can wipe that off there. Shouldn't have done it that high up. But anyway, let's let that dry. And let's get the backing paper on for this one too. Yeah, I got to go through, assess what I have. See what I can get rid of. See what I want to keep. That kind of thing. I have enough paper, and I'm sure we can all attest to this. We have enough scraps and paper to last us 2 lifetimes, probably. Right? Oh, yes. And digital kits, too. Because when you say you want to just work with what you have, new ones come out, they're pretty, especially Amy's. And then you got to buy them and work with them, right? All right, so let's see. It makes it look crooked, the stripes going this way, but I know it's fine. Okay, we're going to let that dry and trim it. I think we could trim this one here. I just need to go a little bit off the top here. Okay, so that one's done. Do I need to trim on the side? Okay, I think that's good. I'm going to ink this up. So do you start playing Christmas music on November 1st? I'm one of those people that I am full on Halloween through tomorrow night. And then when I wake up November 1st, Christmas music goes on. And I will be taking down my Halloween decorations. And then I will start bringing up the Christmas. So probably, I'm guessing, if nothing comes to interrupt, nothing out of the ordinary, I can't cut. My goal is to have my house decorated by next weekend with Christmas, if I can. We'll see. When I worked, I used to decorate at the weekend, that Friday and Saturday after Thanksgiving. That's how it always was. And then now I can decorate, because that goes by as fast as Halloween too. Okay, now this piece here has this cute little ad for a jolly skater. He lights up and glows, so I kind of want to just, I don't want to put him, well, I could put him there because you still see it no matter what. And then if I do him on that side, then I'm going to automatically want to do the girl on this side, which could work, right? I could do that. Okay. And then I thought I could glue on candy. What else did I want to have? It's like I don't want to cover this cute little thing up down here. Oh, I think I'm going to use these. I think I'm going to put a reindeer for the boy and maybe a Christmas tree for the girl. I wonder if I could use my branding strips even. That's that. Maybe on her. What else do I have? You know, I have my Tim Holtz thing here. And I love these little cards. I don't know if that would be cute on there, wouldn't it? If I ink that up and put the tree there. Ooh, that might be cute. And then if I put one on him, though, I'm going to cover up, but I don't have to put one on him, right? See, the other ones, one says holiday, one says cheer. I don't know how many are in here. I love the pack of all the small stuff. Here's one that says cheer. Usually on the back it tells you what's in there. Let me close that up and see. There's a believe in there. Wish, merry. Holiday. I don't know where the wish. I got wish. So there's a believe in there somewhere. Oh, a believe would be really good if I did it on the boy. I would just need to dump this out and find it. Hold on. Hold on. This is one of my, I showed you this before. This is one of my grandmother's dishes. I keep it. Watch, that believe is going to be, it's so gratifying to dump this out and look through it. It really is. I can't find the believe. I found the Mary. I don't know. Let's see. Without taking too much of your time, here's the Mary. There's the believe in here somewhere. I'll find it. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay. Well, now I can leave that in there, right? Let's put these over here. So if I do wish on her, I can do believe on him. Oh, I love that. That's so cute. I don't know. I do like it. I do like it. Then would I still use, I could do the tree on her, but then I don't want to cover up. All right, hold on. I'm going to use, not use, I want, this is going to be my word for him. So I'm going to leave him on there. Let's get him on. I'm going to not use that on, because I want to see this instead. Let's try it. And I want to put that reindeer on. Maybe. I think. Okay, let's see. If I want to put him on here like that. Okay, he's on. Okay, then, okay, now what if I want to do the reindeer? I'm going to take one off. I think the reindeer would be super cute here. I need a little sparkle on each one of these. I like the reindeer. So I'm going to put him this way. Those are pretty sticky, so I don't have to do, oh, that's cute. Maybe a piece of candy. That would have to go on with too much. Grandma and Grandpa have dimensionals. Why can't I put something? He can have the peppermint stick and she can have the peppermint candy. Maybe. This would go on. I would have to put it on like that. I think I'm going to do it. Oh, hold on. I'm going to put it on with my, oh boy. This is not an easy thing to glue. I just want to make sure I have some on here after I keep dropping it. Okay, here we go. It's going down. Okay, I think I have a glue thread there, but I can get that removed. Okay. All right, I will get the glue threads removed, hopefully. Oh dear, I think I got glue on his face. Where's my eraser? I'm looking for my eraser. Oh, there it is. I don't know. I hope I don't ruin the picture. Let's just see here. As long as you get it right away before it dries. Yeah, I think it's okay. I got it. Okay. So that's got to dry. So there's the little boy. He wants a jolly skater. Now let's see the little girl here. Let's get her. He's that way, so she's going to go that way. Ah, look at that glue sticking out there. It's just oozing out because I have it laying on its side here. Just trying to use it up, which I will. I hope you give these a try. These are just too much fun. Too much fun. So I'm going to put her this way. My hands are full of this glue now. Let me get this off. Okay, there we go. So there's that. She's there. She's going to get one of those since he got the stick. And then I think I might use the word on her because she doesn't have one. So I'm going to ink this up. Okay. And we're going to stick that on. Okay, and then this will go here like that. And then I want to put the tree on her, one of these trees here. So I think I'm going to do it like this. Oh, that's cute. Where does the candy go? Here? Here? No, I don't like it there. But she needs to get a candy. I don't know, do I want to put it there? Do I want to put it here? I wish I could hear what you're saying. But because they kind of go together, so that's why I want to put something there. Here. There. Actually, I could put a peppermint stick too on her. There's no rule saying I can't. She can get a peppermint stick too. Yeah, maybe I will. Oh boy, here we go again. We're going to try to put this on without dropping it. Okay, I think we're going to do it. Okay, here we go. Well, that went on a lot easier than the boy. Okay, now the thing is I can't move it. All right, friends, let's take a quick look and see what we've got here. So I am done. I did November and December. Okay, move that out. So we have the boy and the girl, and Grandma and Grandpa. Okay, I'm really happy with them. I love the way they turned out. Once they dry, I'll write on the back the month and the year and the date I made them. And I think they're super, super cute. I really think you'd have so much fun with these photos. And like I said, I'll link it below, and I'll link Amy's kit that I used for tearing below here. And this background here was just odds and ends scrapbook paper that I had, which I think we all do. Tim Holtz confections I used, Dollar Tree, branding strip, vintage stuff, some little cute little things from Hobby Lobby, and just see what you have and look what we can come up with. I love them. I hope you did too. So have a wonderful spooky Halloween if you celebrate. Otherwise, have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I'll see you soon, friends. Take care now. Bye.